This is our Model 150T corn roaster. We come up with this model last year because we'd had a few of our 150s on a trailer. So this is kind of the first time we really run a video of this one. So light's the same as everything else. Operating instructions here. We're going to turn the tanks on. We got on this one we have two 100-pound propane tanks. I'm using a little smaller test tank today. But we're gonna light her over here. This one hadn't been lit for a while, so I'll show you how long it might take to actually light a pilot light. So I'm gonna turn the valve from off to pilot. The gas is on. I'm gonna push it to bleed the air out of the line so that we get pure vaporized propane. And a lot of times I count in my head to 60 to get a 1 minute going. And right now we're talking, so that helps. But this system, we're going to light the pilot light. It's got a runner pilot like the others, 4 burners, gas valve, regulators up front. What's different is we're going to go to the back when we after we get the pilot light lit, flip a toggle switch, and that's your thermostat. We have a digital thermostat on this one. On all corn roasters, we have it set at 510 degrees, because in our opinion, we need to achieve at least 500 in one rotation so you get your corn cooked in one rotation. So at 510, that means it's got to go stay at least at 500 for a little bit and then down. If you have it set at 500, that means it's always going to be under 500. So we'll try and start see where we're at here. Now I can see it flickering a little. You can see it blowing air there. I got propane. It's going to light right there. Sometimes I'll use my propane lighter to go along to the thermocouple. Maybe I'll heat it up a little quicker. I always like to make sure that's cherry red when you're done. I tell people if they're having trouble with the valve lighting to put some excess heat on the thermocouple to help generate electricity. See now, see our light there? So we got a light going out each corner, and then one I call licking the pilot light. So we kind of want that to get a little red. And I'm going to try it now. It might take 30 seconds to a minute sometimes to heat up the thermocouple, but once you're good, you're good. So I'm gonna let it out. The pilot light is held, so it's lit. Now we're gonna go to the back. I'm gonna shut this for the heat. I've turned the valve on. We're gonna go to the back, flip the switch. So right now, we're gonna turn the main power on. That's a momentary switch. Right now we have it set at 510. That's hard to see with a picture, it seems like. Already inside the cabinet it's 104. Today it's 90 degrees out and the grill was sitting out in the sun about 20 minutes ago. So this momentary switch, we have it says cooker off and on. This switch is our motor. This one's going to kick the motor on and all the baskets rotate. And then I'm going to turn this one on so that the burners light. When it kicks on, as you see right there, there's the burners. Now if the burners are on, the temperature is going to continue to rise until we get to 510 degrees. We also have a flue setting for this one, kind of when you get it to where you want it. I would recommend to have it exhaust about that, at least that much. We've changed our door setting because we were having trouble getting the latches. So now we have an insulated door here and a flue setting in the middle. As you see, we're already up to 305 degrees. It'll take about 10 minutes to get up to 500. So now we've got the propane is running. We're at 345 degrees. The baskets are turning. As soon as we get nearer to 500, then we would start loading the baskets. This would hold about four, 5 small ears per basket. You could get them doubled up in 2, 4, 6 if you had little ones, or probably 5 along that way. We think that you can get, what we've counted, we get about 300 an hour maximum out of this unit. Now when we get to 510, it's going to quit, go down, and kick back on. So we're going to allow it to cycle. That's some pretty quick heat right there. That's the nice thing about the digital computer is you can watch it crawl in front of your eyes versus it maybe a mercury thermostat. Here we're getting close to 510. We're at 506, 507, 508, 59, 510. We've achieved the goal. It'll go through it a little bit, and then as each time it cycles, the memory in the computer will get a little tighter. So we might go to 520. We'll find out here on this first time when it kicks off. Right there at 521. Now the temperature will have to go below 510 to kick back on. Now we're regressing down. So it shows you that you really need that flame going to maintain your heat. Now 502 it kicked back. It's going to kick back on. Already it showed on the computer at 502 and it was at 499. It reads 484. It'll be at 510 in about 2 minutes. So now it went to 521. We'll see where it cycles this time. You'll see when it kicks off on the green here. Right there at 523. So then to shut the unit off, we'll shut the temperature off, we'll shut our baskets off, we'll shut our power off. We'll shut our flue. Now we're ready to go down the road.